Hey YouTube, it's Jesse here, coming live from my kitchen in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and you're probably wondering, what am I doing here? What am I popping up on Kubb's YouTube feed? If you've been around Kubb the last couple of years, coming out to tournaments, you've probably seen me with a tripod and a camera and trying to live stream a lot of videos. And sometimes we're able to live stream, sometimes we don't have enough Wi-Fi and we can't make that happen. I've recorded a lot of different matches over that time period, and I haven't really done anything with them. So we're going to start doing some YouTube videos, putting them up here on this Kubb stream. We're going to start off with the 2024 Wisconsin State Kubb Championship. We're going to have some quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. It's going to be a lot of matches with me and Matt Green, or just myself and other playing partners, because I have a tendency to tape a lot of my own matches, but there's other matches along the way as well. One of the things we're kind of trying that's a little different, so you'll have to hang with me as I learn how to do this a little bit better. So I'm going to try to do some commentary over top of it. So one of the common things we have is YouTube videos being blocked or muted or just restricted altogether, because in Kubb tournaments, there's music playing in the background. Those get flagged, and oftentimes you have trouble finding them over the time frame. So I'm going to have some royalty-free music playing low, and then me trying to make sense of some of the matches and what you're seeing over top. It's going to be a lot of kind of some stories, my insight, some of my strategies and tips that I kind of use as they come up. Hopefully you find that entertaining. And, if you do, let me know, shoot me a text, leave a comment, like and subscribe, as they like to say here on YouTube. Let me know you like that content. We'll keep them coming. I'm going to try to get as many of these out. I have matches from the 2024 Beloit Open with myself and Josh Dobby Feathers playing in semifinals against Trevor Bailey and JP coming. We also have matches from last year's Wisconsin State Kubb Championship and other things from 2023. I'm going to go through them, make sure if they're entertaining that you guys are going to get to see them here. So hopefully you can sit back and enjoy some of these matches, and you'll hear from me soon.
Welcome into Wisconsin Dells. We're at Captain Bob's Park here on a beautiful sunny day in July. We've got Wolves Without branches here in blue and the Kubb Sweats in orange. Jesse Frame and Scott Taylor at the Kubb Toss, or King Toss. Jesse knocks over the King. So we got Matt Green coming into frame there with Jesse. Trying to figure out where the wind's going. Obviously, the Kubb Sweats are going to pick to go first. We're going to pick a little wind at our back there. The Kubb Sweats there in orange for this tournament is Adam Holtz, Scott Taylor, obviously, Spencer Ullman with the blue rimmed hat. They're going to be going first, obviously looking to have a strong start here. You see the wind kind of swirling around, mostly in these guys' faces to start. Kind of a grounder there, hit it real early in front of the Kubbs and doesn't connect with it. Ooh, Adam gets a nice bounce. He's very happy with that one. That one grounded in front of it, but still picked it up. Start 1 for 2 here. So we like to throw that kind of out in the middle there. Try to have it front facing. Try to get a baseline, or field 2 baseline doubles. Always the goal here. Ooh, goes right by it. Yep, that's never good. That's the kind of action that we're hoping for on the first one. A kind of glancing blow, baton carries through. Not very happy that it cost us a baton there, but hopefully Matt can pick up a couple. This is off to the right. And a little short there, he's not happy. So not a good start for us. We don't do anything positive. We missed 3 out of the 4 batons. Not a very good start, as you can tell from our body language here. I usually have Scott Taylor drill that group of 1 where he kind of wants it, because he's going to be blasting it over. He also tries to get that kind of glancing blow blast where it kind of carries over to the back line. Try to get another baseline off of it. You airmails that one right over the top. He got the action he wanted, but he just missed the first one there. He's got that real low throw. He tries to make sure he's not going to hit a Kubb or a corner pin when we play with pins here. Picks up that one. Brings Spencer up just in front there. He's got that real long back and forth throw. Often he'll play a little bounce or come in a little low. Picks up that one there. Brings up Adam, who just a pretty first throw there. Ooh. Yep. 2 for 2, +3. That's a good turn. Puts us in a real bad spot here in game 1 already. So now we're thinking, okay, we got to get a good group. We got to get it blasted down to 1, and we got to get back in this game. Otherwise, they'll probably win here on this next turn. Looks like we're going to have a couple rethrows probably. We are playing 50-50 rules here. So that front one was a Kubb dock, so I got 2 rethrows. Nice rethrow there. Oh, that one is going to be a punishment there. That's a penalty. Got a little away from me, it looks like. It rolled right out of bounds. So we're going to have a group of 3 up there. There's Adam's son Jackson there in the blue. Gonna come consult with the guys. He's just a few weeks off of playing in the Junior U.S. Championship. They had a good showing there, I think, with Bryce's son Everett. So Kubb Sweats are gonna pick a little shady spot here, right on the sideline. 5 baselines still to go, so maybe some teams might put it behind the king. I think they're trying to find an odd spot, something that's just going to cost a baton, that's not going to be any chances for a double. That's just kind of an odd distance. Ooh. Yeah. Not too pleased that that third one stayed up. That was a good baton. It just didn't carry through. It looks like the other Kubbs wobbled the third one, but it stayed up. So that'll cost us an extra baton. Things just not going our way here in game 1. Everything's costing more batons than it should. That's a good toss there by myself. Got rid of that punishment. So now we're looking for a little +3 magic from Matt to keep us in this. Picks up that one. And the second one. But he knows he needed 3 for 3. We needed 3 for 3. We needed me to pick one up there too. That would that's what I think Matt's kind of explaining to Spence. I think they're a little wondering why he's upset going +2 there, but we really had to really have a great turn there to keep this going. We know that Adam, the way he plays with his drill and with his 8-meter, that this game's most likely over. But you never say never in Kubb. 3 rethrows here. I think we're thinking, well, we could really use a penalty here. That one hops in there nicely. That one hops up on top. Can you keep it there? Sometimes you see people go conservative with the next rethrow. That's another rethrow there from Adam. Sometimes you see people go a little conservative when they have a neighbor potentially, and then they end up leaving one off to the left because they don't want to knock that one over, and it ends up hurting them in the long run because that neighbor is supposed to help you lessen how many batons it's going to take. And then when you have one that's way off to the left because you're afraid to knock the other one over, it ends up costing you that baton anyway. It ends up not being a benefit to you. So Adam goes right back at it, and looks like they want to go. They're in the middle of, we've got kind of a kingpin front facing there, but then everything's kind of a little bit behind it. Looks like Scott's talking to him about how they can fill that in. Maybe get from a little more of an angle from the king and maybe get all of them in one. think that's where the discussion, how far back, how far forward. Looks like some good communication. Scott's the primary blaster, and I think Spencer would be the next person called upon, so they're kind of getting their opinions on this placement. Scott's got nothing at his feet, no Kubbs to worry about. Should be nice and relaxed here. That low throw, not worrying about it hitting anything. Slices through the right side of that pile. Got 2 of them there. Looking for a very similar shot here. Oh, yes. Perfect. Baton clips the 1. Kubb did a lot of the other work there. That was an excellent shot by Scott. It puts them right back in the seat here to close this in the red zone, plus a couple. They don't need any of Spencer's batons this turn. Yep, Adam finishes it out. They still have 2 batons left. Very efficient, very quick Kubb Sweats victory in game 1. I think Matt and I are thinking, oh boy, this could be a short day at the office. You talk about a long day at the office. This could be a short day at the office, the way they're blasting away. Adam's grouping these up. We really got to come out here in game 2 and have the same type of effort they had against us in game 1 on them. Switching sides, you can see the wind's not as much of a factor anymore. Started game 1, the wind was blowing in the Kubb Sweat's face, but now it's kind of calmed down. And I start off with a miss. That's not good. Puts a lot of pressure on Matt here to get one for us. Start this match off a little better than last time, and he gets it. +1 is kind of the minimum acceptable standards in these turns. So that's short. Matt insists upon running it up and getting it for Scott. Puts it right out there. Do you put it forward? Do you put it back? With these blasters that we know they're going for another one, we have a tendency to go forward towards the line, give it more space, unless it really helps with the angles. Ooh, see that's exactly what he's looking to do. Clip that front one. Baton launching towards the baseline, just didn't get anything that time. Unlucky. Spencer crashes that one out just shy of the baseline Kubb, but it does not take out the baseline Kubb. And now we've got 2 batons for Adam. Jackson looking on over his shoulder there. Just misses that. And gets it. +1 for them. I think everybody's kind of knowing that they could have done better, but it's kind of the acceptable standard for both of us. Now this is where I'm a little bit different than some folks. With 2 Kubbs, I like to go a little, not right in the basket, not right in the corner, it's a little further out, because sometimes what that allows you, playing with that baseline, trying to get 2 lined up where you can get an angle on them. I think going out a little bit, you're not going too far out towards the king, but going out a little bit gives you a chance to move down the baseline, get a little better angle at some of these. Yep, maybe we'll pick both of those up with a nice shot. And get Matt right back into 8 meters. Hi, Damien. That one sails by. Matt's pressing a little bit here. He knows we need to have a couple of big turns here to get back in this. Just over top. That one looked great. It's just over top. Alright, calls me back in here. Oftentimes when we have a miss with the first 2 batons, we'll call off and have him take a little bit of a break there. Maybe we'll pick up one there. That one was just off to the left the whole way. Get that back in there after a little break. Yep. See if we'll pick that one up. So we go +2. Got 2 baseline Kubbs left. They've got 4. Let's see what Adam can do here. He's got a nice start going, it looks like, over there. that far sideline. Looks like you might have one rethrow maybe. Oh, everything sits all good there. Got some options. You got front face, you got corner there. Lots of different options. He's going to come from outside in here. Ooh, Don just sneaks by everything there. I think that was the angle he was looking for. Just kind of missed his spot a little bit. Picked up two. Is going to leave two tough ones here. Yeah, oh, but jeez, he just throws so hard. Just blows that up. And misses with that one. I think you saw me quickly dodge out of the way of that baton from Spencer. Couple short ones there from Adam, not like him. Oh yeah, I started explaining. I felt like I was dodging a bull there. I don't like it when I'm trying to throw an 8-meter shot, somebody moves at the last minute while I'm trying to throw. So when I find myself in that position, I will wait till the baton's in there and then kind of quickly try to move out of the way. I think that's what I was telling Spencer I was trying to do there. Looks like a pretty good start of this group from me. Group of 4 here. That one's going to stick out a little bit towards the king, but shouldn't be too bad. 2 baselines left, so we got to be looking at this time frame where we're thinking, oh, I do have a rethrow. Okay. Ooh. That was a very aggressive rethrow there. That's a little risky to go on that throw, but it worked out for me. I got to be thinking here if we can just clear this in 3, get Matt in position to win the game here, but I should be able to, yep, get it in 1. Always like having extra batons. So Mr. Green here, can he get a good clear? Get us into game 3. Perfect. It's a perfect toss there. Just under rotated that a tiny bit. Ooh, similar shot except for he was able to pick it up that time. Similar under rotation, but he still got it. And king. And I tell you, so, well played game 1 by them, a well played game 2 by us. And now we go into the 3rd game here, the rubber match. Both teams playing one good game, and both teams having one game that was kind of a little bit of a misstep for them. So almost anything could happen now. They won the king toss, so they will be starting here in the 3rd game. Spencer's stepping up. Ooh, just missed. That brings the anchor. Adam Holtz here. Ooh, and a rare 0 for 2. You could tell from his ringing of that baton how pleased he was at that. So it's our chance here to really put a stranglehold on game 3. Try to jump out to a big lead. Yep, that was a nice throw. Ooh, just gonna pull that one to the left a little bit, which I've been doing a lot this season, pulling those 8-meter shots off to the left. Brings up Mr. Green. Perfect. I don't know what I was doing there. I did like a Michael Jordan. I don't know. Yes. 2 for 2. Matty Ice. Always goes 2 for 2 when you need it. That's a big 3 baseline Kubb lead. Puts a lot of pressure on these guys, but these guys, what's pressure to them? What's pressure to Adam Holtz, Got so many wins over the last few seasons. Nice rethrow. That should force everything up nice there, where he's going to have a nice little blasting line. So I think the play here is a little glancing blow at that front one on its right side. Tip that one over. Baton carries over, gets the other two. That's what he's going to be trying to do here. Ooh, yep. Just was a little high on it. It didn't quite carry through like he thought. Right down the line, just gotta be careful of that screwdriver. Yeah, Matt screwdriver right there. Yeah, it's hard. I think that's the play right down the line. With these mistakes, you normally have a little bit of give there. With these screwdrivers, these you hit those and it doesn't go anywhere. Spencer throws hard enough. He's not worried about no stakes, no screwdrivers. He's not happy. It took 4 to get those 3. But Adam stepping right up. That's a great looking baton on the first throw. Another great looking baton on 2. So they still get +2. So I think overall, I think both Scott and Spencer feel like, man, we could have gotten more than just that, but still +2 gets you right back in it. 3 baselines to 2. Puts a little pressure on us here to not completely throw away this turn. That's a nice pile there. Gonna have some rethrows. That's the way about my style with the way I throw those coops a lot. I always have rethrows. It's very rare that I don't have any rethrows. Ooh, that looks like it might be short. Both those I don't think I'm very happy with. As long as they can be stood up in bounds, I'll be happy. Already have 1 penalty on this game so far in game 1. Looks like they're all gonna be okay potentially. Yep. Alright, so we're stepping up here trying to figure out the best way to go about doing all this. A lot of the times during the turn, before we get blasted, I'll say, I think about going left to right or right to left. And if we both agree, then we kind of just move on. If there's a little bit of a split as far as opinions, then we kind of talk it over, move up there, take a look at it together, and then kind of decide what we want to do. Nah, that's not what I had envisioned happening. I think I was talking about just staying right to left. Yeah, that was 2 there, but we still got 3. That's going to be a real tough one. Oh, actually got real lucky there. Grounded in front of it. Matt's insisting upon me giving a high 5 to him. Grounded in front of it. Got the first cube and the last cube, but left the middle cube. Little chunk gets in the way there. Deflects his first baton. Still have the 1 field. And now he's got it. Ooh, just short on that. Yep. He's not too pleased with himself there, but that's all right. You can't be 100%. Especially when your partner asks you to clear a field cube and then get an 8 meter. And I'm going back to work here. He also is no stranger to some rethrows. Looks like he's got 1 for sure. Gonna throw it right back in there. Oh, and it rolls a little too far. See by his body language, he's not happy about that. That's gonna be a penalty, so that'll be their first penalty. Matt's got that penalty, that punishment there between his legs while we figure this out. A very common way to look at penalties and where you're going to place them is how many batons it's going to take their team to clear. There's me throwing some of those rubber pellets from the playground out of the way. Looking at this, we're thinking, 2, 3 max, which leaves them 3 more batons. So I think that we're fine with adding it back to the 8 meter, giving them 4 8 meters. Some squads might choose to go like a 7 or 6 meter shot. I think in our discussion there, kind of blew out the middle. Now he's still got the right and the left one from the group there, which you can't be happy about. Some squads might consider going a shorter shot, 6-7 meters. Felt like with both Scott and Spencer that they, especially with Spencer, he has a throw that comes in low and kind of can sometimes hop to the cubes, to the baseline. So I felt like 8 meter was a better option. That's a great throw there to get both of those. So Spencer steps right up for the penalty, which is the one with the stripe up. Clears that one out. And still have 2 8 meters left. So that penalty kind of did its job. It cost 2 batons. Did not allow them to get into their 8 meter game until their last 2 batons. I think that's a good use of it there. Adam still goes 2 for 2. Still a very productive round for them. But, especially with clearing into, if he would have had a coup in that group instead of it being a penalty, they could have had 4 shots at 8 meter. In this case, they only got 2 shots to advance the game and were able to convert both of them. So that's a very good turn for them. I still think it was a good strategy on Matt and I to put it in the back line. So now we're down a baseline. And you got to be thinking, okay, we were in this situation in game 1 where we had 1 baseline for the opposing team to get off our baseline to win, and they won on their turn. So we got to be thinking, okay, we got to try to finish the game off here. There's no guarantee that we're going to have another turn here. I think we're trying to decide whether 1 is in or not. Looks like I got 1 rethrow. And that's a good rethrow. Right back in there. That 1 cube kind of gets raised closer to the king. Closer up. Just going to leave a little bit harder of a blast here. See what I can do with it. Try to hit that pin and push it back. Yep, just like that. But baton kind of stopped. Didn't carry through. All right. 1 more field here. Try to get Matt in the red zone. And clear that. So my goal is always try to get Matt in red zone as many turns in a row as possible and see if he can win the game. Here's a look. Whenever you see me in that position there, I'm a little nervous. Miss there. Know that this could be our last chance to win this match. Gets that one. Yep, grounds it, but it has a nice bounce. Matt's happy and also upset. I think he thinks, potentially we may not get another turn, and he's a little upset that he didn't go 2 for 2 and then have 1 for the king. But that would be a perfect turn. But Matt sometimes expects perfection from himself. So now we're up to 9 in play. We're baseline clear. But if you're Adam, you're thinking, get myself a good group. I've got 2 great blasters. Just give me a chance to win this game. Give me 2 batons in my hand and that 8 meter, and this game's over. Trying to spin one of those up there. Almost got it there, and does get it there. Yep. One rethrow. Ooh, yeah, that's a hat thrower. He had Oops, Matt just knocked that one down. So we have a penalty, we have a neighbor, we have a leaner. When Matt went to grab that neighbor and give it to Adam, he actually knocked that front leaner down. So we got to put that back. Now we have a bit of a Kubb off. Matt's got a Kubb back there. He's trying to place it. Adam's looking at the pile too, looking at it. Then there's also this other side discussion. There's a Kubb here on the right, the furthest right Kubb, that we now think, looking at it, is out. So we're trying to remember which way we put that up so we know how to go the other way. I think we're deciding that it comes close and will come into the group. Yeah. Okay. But then that puts us back to this little cat and mouse game that Adam and Matt are going to have. Matt's saying, hey, you know, where are you going to put it? And of course, wherever Matt puts it might affect where Adam puts it. So the little cat and mouse game here. We end up going back to 8 meters. This is a great pile. This is a great pile. This is a 1-2 baton pile, maybe. You know, if you end up bouncing something, or it's hard to split anything off of this. In your worst case scenario, maybe 3 batons, but this is going to be a low number. And so I think we're just trying to make another 8 meter. It's a very safe call on our side to just do another 8. And we got Spencer coming up here to blast with that hard throw of his. Oh, 8 with 1. That's yeah, he's pumped up. And you got to be thinking, if you're us, this is going to be it. So we have a penalty over there on the far side. Ooh, misses it. So penalty did its job. Anything past this is a bonus. Cost him a baton. And we got Scott here stepping up. It's been a while since he's thrown in 8 meters, mostly just been doing blasting. Ooh, it bounces, so penalty has done its job, +1. Can it eat up a third baton here? No, that was a pretty looking one. Yeah, he's pumped up about that, and still costing 2 batons on the penalty. They still find themselves in red zone. Adam's got 2 batons, just like we said at the start of this turn. This is what he wants. Just give me 2 batons in that 8 meter, and this game will be over. Ooh, man, yep, he's bummed about that one. That one just kind of carried a little right. Rotation looked good. A little short, little right. That one went left. You see that sometimes, it's off to the right. You kind of try to correct it back left, and then you miss left. So a stay of execution there. I think we could not have expected to get another turn, and we do. So now it's on me to get us a good pile of 9 here and try to get out of here with a win. That one might be a little short there. And I don't seem too pleased about it so far. It looks pretty good from back here. Ooh, set that one right in there. Yeah, that one's gonna be out, it looks like. Probably that one's out, or at least back there far enough. It looks like it's gonna be out. Alright. Got a decent little pile. We'll start, it looks like, but there's gonna be some of these that are gonna be close to being looks like 2, and that one I thought that was going to be out to the back is actually in, which isn't going to be good for us. That's going to cost a baton. Oh, that's going to cost another baton. That's a penalty. It's penalty number 2. Oh my goodness, and I almost throw that one out too. So we're going to have potentially this pile, just looking on the ground, costing us 3 extra batons. So we've got 2 rollers that are back there plus a penalty. If that's the case, I'd have to be able to clear this in 2 to get those other 3 and the king. They're probably going to find a little spot. So, oh no, they're going to go. I thought they might find one similar to last time, but make it a little deeper. Don't think I think they're going to try to find an odd distance. All right. Baseline clear. Group of 9. Got the 8 there, 1 penalty out in the middle. All right, that blast also picked up one of the stragglers in the back. Looks like I still have 4 there. I only get 2. Ooh, ground that one, so I get lucky to get anything. But now have to have perfection from Matt. We've got a 4.5, 5 meter with a lot of junk in the way, a lot of downed cubes blocking the way, and a screwdriver, and then a cube out in the middle, and then the king if necessary. Strikes that one down. Now the penalty, which the Cube Sweats made sure to put at an odd distance. They really considered it thoughtfully and as a team. So we'll see if that pays off. I think Matt really liked that one out of his hand. Really disappointed it missed off to the left. But now we need a pressure clear from him. We go from a chance to win to potentially leaving them a porch if we can not clear this penalty. But he's able to clear it. Of course, he's not happy with himself there, but he was kind of put in a tough situation by his teammate there. So now they get a turn in which they probably didn't anticipate they'd get a second turn, another turn. So will they be able to take advantage of this extra life? So far, okay, now we're starting to fill it in a little bit. So far it's kind of sprayed around a little bit more than we would think for Adam. It's kind of blocked off, but that front block is kind of blocking him from getting to the screwdriver. It's kind of building out more towards the king than you normally see from Adam. So we're going to have potentially at least a couple rethrows here from this pile to the right. I think that's what we're trying to identify. All right, that one we're saying is in. So now there's another block right next to it. Confirming that one goes that way. That one comes here. Matt's going to get a nice look down the line. Ooh, he's not sure. I think we got someone down there. Oh, we're going to call that one out. So we got 2 rethrows. This is an interesting pile to rethrow to. You could definitely hop it on top, but you could also hop it out of bounds. Yep, hopped on top. And hop behind. Those are great rethrows. Yeah, that pile there is one that I kind of sometimes struggle with. You want to be aggressive, get it right back up there, but sometimes you can hop it right over the pile and right out of bounds. And then you got a penalty. So it looks like everything's got to be scrunched up towards that front line by the screwdriver. And they're going to try to fill in their pile right in the middle. Trying to identify with Scott and Spencer where they're placing it exactly. Now remember, they can take their hand off it. They don't have to. It's not like chess. This is Kubb. They can move it around. They can set it down. They can come back, look at it, go back up there, move it around if they need to. Oh, nice blast there. That was a, see, there's 9 in the pile. There's 3, so that was a 6, it looks like. That was a great blast by Spence there. Scott coming up for some cleanup duty. Ooh, tough luck. He just gets the 1. He's done that shot a couple of times this match and had great success. Yeah, all right, 1 for 1. I'm sure he felt like he should have done more there, but that's a productive turn to keep the math good. Oh, now the math's not in their favor. The math was still good up until then. Spencer not very happy with himself there. So now we're looking at, unless we get a field to base double, which Adam certainly is capable of doing, perhaps Branches gets another turn. Yeah. So if it clears the field, can he get it to 10 in play? Give Wolves Without Branches another turn. Ooh, just off to the right. And so we've seen some times where we've pulled these off to the left all of a sudden. So, another turn. Just something I don't think we were... I think that's what Matt is going over and pointing out, if I remember. This is like, hey, you remember 2 turns ago and we thought we blew this? You know, let's take this now. All right, no more messing around. Let's take this match. Was the little message delivered by Matt Green there. Although this is not a very awe-inspiring start. I think that might be the first block that's in, potentially. The other ones look like it could be Kubadok short now, but we'll see. Still not the greatest looking pile here. We've got a lot of stuff that's going to be horizontal instead of vertical there, which allows you to split it off. A lot of bumping around of pieces going on, which generally isn't good. So if they're checking 2 or 3 or 4 of them here. 2 rethrows, it looks like. Yeah, oh, that's a gutsy rethrow that just ended up on another good throw. 2 good rethrows. 9 in play. I mean, it's certainly not an Adam Holtz pile, but it looks like it should be doable here. Got some corner faces looking at you from the traditional blasting spot, so you're probably going to come down the line a little bit, get a flat front facing cube to push back. Ooh, yep, strike through there. 4 cubes remaining. 2 batons. Oh yeah, that one's completely airmailed. If I remember, we had 1 light white baton, and I don't like giving light batons to 8-meter players. I like giving them 3 consistent weighted batons. But here I want a little heavier baton. I want to try to carry the baton and the cubes through all 4 of these, trying to get them all in one. And so yeah, both the batons and the cubes, just not enough momentum. And it leaves that 1 cube back there, and it is buried, folks. There's cubes on the ground. There's cubes. Yep, here's a enhanced view. It's probably going to be a little blurry, but you can see there's cubes on the ground. There's the screwdriver. There's a leaning cube. There's really just a couple of inches of clearing for him to be able to even see it. He does have 3 batons left, so I guess the idea is, you know, maybe if you don't hit it with the first baton, maybe you're able to clear some of that stuff out of the way, give you a better look at for your second baton. That's the hope, but that second baton would have to hit if we're going to win this game. And that's such a clutch throw. I don't think anything else moved besides the cube he hit. Just a great clear and throw from Matt there, which puts us in position to win. And Matt Green, ice in his veins, comes through, and we're able to win the match 2-1. Wolves Without Branches advancing, defeating the Koob Sweats on a hard-fought 3-game match. You can see in this setting here that at Bob's Park here we have a lot of the other teams waiting. I think we were the last quarterfinal match to finish up. The next match that we have in this series is playing Lars and Jerry from the Madison Koob League in the semifinals. They were the undefeated team through qualifying, the #1 seed into the playoffs. And you can see them play a little bit. They started this match at the very beginning. They were on the other side of the pitch, on the other pitches there. That's going to be the next matchup we have in our series. So I hope you enjoyed the first match here from our new offerings from the old footage that we have that we'll continue to upload and bring to you on the YouTube channel. Hope you guys have a good day.